to face up to the facts. I'm tense and nervous and I can't relax.
You're feeling very sleepy. Today we're going inside our minds and looking at the psychology of hypnosis.
There is no better person to take us on this journey than clinical hypnotist Mark Anthony. Lovely to have you on the show.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
How does hypnosis work?
Well, what you're doing, you're bypassing the critical mind, which is the conscious mind, and you're tapping into the subconscious mind, which is the mind that controls the body movements, i.e. what you're doing now, your heartbeat, your breathing, so it controls all those systems.
What happens to our brain when you're hypnotised?
The brain, when you're hypnotised, obviously it starts firing off in different places. So pain, you can get rid of pain very easily. The brain receptors shoot off in different directions. So when you're hypnotised, if you've got pain, the brain receptors, we can alter that through the brain. And that's the wonderful thing about it. So there's many times now people are using it for pain relief, hypnosis birthing. I treat people with, that have had strokes, a lot of pain with strokes and things. So it's absolutely amazing.
How do you actually do it?
Well, there's many different ways that you've got to reach somebody's mind, and you tone of voice, tonality, suggestions, many different ways. They've got to be in a relaxed state. So when they're in a relaxed state, obviously you can then bypass the critical mind, as I say, and tap straight into the subconscious.
Are certain people more susceptible to being...
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mean, everybody can be hypnotised unless they're really drunk, unless they're really on drugs, a lot of drugs, and completely out of it, or unless they, a lot of the time, even if they don't want to be, they still can.
Okay, and can you tell straight away when you meet someone if you think that they're going to be...
Absolutely, I mean, somebody like you, yes, yeah.
You think I could be hypnotised?
Tom, yeah, absolutely. Tom could probably be hypnotised, but he might try and resist it.
I've never been hypnotised. But what happens to the brain, though? Is it like it goes to another dimension?
Well, the mind does, yeah, I mean, the mind does. But it's more the mind than the brain. Yeah, the brain is... it's like if I treat people for strokes. Yeah. Obviously, half of the brain's dead. So what we do, we get the other part of the brain, we get that to compensate for the dead part, and then we get the unconscious mind to remember the muscle movements and everything else with the dead part.
Can you hypnotise animals?
No,
do you ever do that?
Yeah, you can, but it's one of those. It's more. Look, anyone can hypnotise an animal. If you put a chicken's beak on a line, and it will just go to sleep.
Yeah.
You put it on the line. If you put a lobster on the same way, if you put a dog on its back, same sort of thing. So yeah, animals can be hypnotised, but that's nothing special.
Not that you shouldn't do it.
No.
Kids, don't do it.
How much of it is to do with your voice? I'm listening to you talk, and you've got that real kind of...
You're lowering your voice, and obviously when you're hypnotising somebody, you're just letting them know that my voice is the only important thing to you. You'll hear all the other sounds around you. My voice is the only important thing to you.
Were you hypnotising me just then? Because
no,
I think
not
I
at all.
felt something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing. That was him, not me.
It doesn't happen instantly, though, does it?
Some people it does. Yeah, 25% of the nation will go under very quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, they're very susceptible, and they can't stop it most of the time.
Anything that we need to consider before getting hypnotised?
Yeah, make sure you go to a certified clinical hypnotist. Never just go to somebody that says he's a hypnotist or she's a hypnotist without proving they're certified. Make sure that you feel comfortable with the hypnotist. Make sure that you speak to your doctor if it's something psychologically wrong with you, mentally wrong with you. So, yeah, make sure you do all those things first. Very important.
I'd love to do it. Come on the show one day and we'll do it.
Absolutely.
Great.
Sounds good.
Thanks, mate.
Excellent. My
Good to
pleasure.
speak to you. Have a great weekend.